the goal today is to figure out why the Novella team, the Novella Gatsby team, works on their example page but not on my repository. So last time, that was Sunday, I followed the instructions on the Novella README and tried to set it up as a Gatsby team. When I run it, nothing really much happens, but when I download their example repository and try that, it seems to work. So let me show you the difference. Ow, Kiwi, you're very scratchy. Yarn start. So I'm gonna start my project. What? Gatsby develop then instead of yarn start. Hey fuzzy buddy, how are you doing today? So Gatsby develop, and this will manage to run, I hope. Hi Bert. Yes. Okay, so it doesn't even manage to run. It throws an error, something about the create pages lifecycle and needing to have at least one author and at least one post, even though we actually have that. But when I go into my into the example Novella project and I run Gatsby develop here, let me get some air. It's very hot in San Francisco these days. So when I run Gatsby develop in the example project, would you like to run? Yes, please, on another port. So this one is going to in fact work. So now I have to figure out what's the difference. Why is it that this one is picking up the authors and the posts and the one that I set up isn't? So see, this one runs, queries the articles and everything, and that just seems to work. Come on, run faster, little computer, run faster. So apparently we're gonna have trouble with my computer. I think it's because it's hot. It's downclocking itself, so it's not really able to compile JavaScript as fast as it should. But we'll see if that's actually true. Okay, 12 queries per second. And now if I go to localhost 8001, or how much is it? How do I find out which port it's running on? Let's try closing some of these tabs. Hey Adrian, how are you doing today? Okay, so my computer is extremely slow, even slower than I thought it would be. And honestly, I do think it's because of how hot it is in here. So Team Jam, yes. How do I get back to GitHub? Will this give me GitHub? No, it won't. Okay, so I don't even know, where are you running? If I go on localhost 8000, will it run there? So that's it's a new problem that I learned about Gatsby. When you run it, it says something is already running on port 8000. Would you like to run it on another port? You say yes, and it doesn't actually tell you which port it's running on, which is quite unfortunate. But let me try that again. I'm gonna run Gatsby develop in the example repository, and we'll see what happens. Also, wow, a bunch of people joined and then immediately dropped. That's interesting. So ls that one, ls the example project. No, it's going to be on desktop. It's hard to dedicate a proper hour each time. Yeah, it is hard to dedicate a proper hour, which is why, you know, it's been so long since I streamed. I really want to do it regularly, at least 2 or 3 times a week, probably more like 3 times a week, but it's just, it hasn't been very easy lately. Okay, so this one has Gatsby config. So I seem to be missing a bunch of files. I don't have assets, I do have content, I don't have source. So let's try something else. Let's try deleting Swizzard's blog and then rebuild it from scratch as a Gatsby no, what else can I do? Let's compare Gatsby configs. Kiwi, don't be annoying. Wow, that took forever to even change. So, I need to make this to be, restream needs to be always on top. That makes it a lot easier to work with. And why are you so slow, computer? Can you guys see how slow my computer is being right now? Or is it like just impacting my stream and I'm dropping frames and everything? So appearance always on top. There we go. Cool. Alright, so let's see. I'm having trouble with my computer. I even restarted it just for this stream. So I'm gonna open the Novella default project. Hi Bert. Let's see, desktop. Come on, Gatsby Novella example. Hi Bert. I'm like sweating just sitting here. How hot is it? Let's see. Yeah, Bert, what do you want? What are you trying to achieve? Okay, so it's only 19 Celsius, but honestly it feels a lot hotter than that. I think San Francisco just wasn't made for this kind of weather. So Gatsby config. We're now gonna go file by file and compare what's different. Gatsby config, title, name, site URL, description, hero. Audio is fine, awesome. Stream is slow. Yeah, I don't know why the stream is slow. It's saying that it's uploading and it's supposed to be at 60 frames per second, but who knows what it's actually at. Yeah, but it's telling me that so yeah, it's reporting 55 frames per second, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, max width, heading, social, I've got all of that. Plugins, narrative, Gatsby theme Novella, Gatsby plugin manifest, I don't need that one, and I also don't need Google Analytics just yet. Let's see, what does YouTube say about my stream? Okay, so Gatsby config is pretty much the same. What does package.json look like? Package.json, hi Bert. Wow, Bert is being, wow, stream health is terrible. Video output low. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. I don't know what to do about that. What the hell is wrong with my stream today? Because the settings should be all fine. Stream output, yeah, it's all normal. Alright, wow, that was loud. Okay, I'm just, bloody hell, that was a loud motorcycle. Okay, I'm just gonna try to suffer through this and see how far I get. Hopefully people can watch. If not, then I honestly don't know how to fix this. So my package JSON, let's see. Oh, okay. Narrative, plugins, that should all be fine. What else am I missing? Assets, Gatsby theme Novella. I don't need those. Then we have the source. I don't even really have a source, do I? What's redirects? Gatsby theme Novella Netlify. Okay, I don't need that one. So the next part that I need to check is content. Okay, let's rmrf my content here, and I'm going to copy it over from the other repository. cp-r desktop. Okay, desktop content. Come on, Gatsby. Gatsby theme content to dot. Okay, so I copied that over, and now let's try running Gatsby develop, and hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. Gatsby develop, and let's see what it does. And in the meantime, while that's running, while that's compiling, because my computer is slow, I can use that to check out OBS YouTube settings, just to make sure that next time I use the optimal settings, right? How to stream on YouTube. Help best settings for YouTube video. Why does it, oh my god. Yes, Candy Cane, my camera is freezing because my computer is having trouble keeping up with life right now. How to live stream. Okay, I'm gonna look that up some other time. And it looks like my messages aren't even coming through right now. Okay, so let's see if Gatsby manages to run this time. And then if it manages to run, we can keep going and get my blog working. If that doesn't work, then the only other option is to copy over the example repository and hack it together to make it my own repository. But we'll see how that goes. And it doesn't work. Gatsby Team Novella threw an error. You must have at least one author and post as reference. You can view the example repository. Okay, fuck this shit. We're going to raise everything to the ground. ls rmrf dot dot star. Okay, so I removed everything. Nope, I did not remove everything. What? rm minus rf star. Yes, I want to remove everything. And then we're going to copy it over from the other repository, from the example repository. And if that still doesn't work, then I honestly, I just don't think Gatsby teams are worth it. But I really like how it looks. So I'm going to try to make it work. It's deleting, I think. It's deleting very slowly. What the fuck is taking up so much CPU? OBS. Why are backups running right now? Why is backing up using up all of my processing power right now? Okay, ls cp minus r desktop Gatsby Team Novella star to dot. Okay, so that should rebuild all of my repository from scratch. Well, not from scratch. It's now going to be the exact same thing that's in the example project. And if that still doesn't work, then I really don't know how to fix this. Also, it would be really helpful if my computer was faster, but it is what it is, right? Waiting for this to finish. Still waiting for this to finish. Why narrative loves Gatsby? Narrative is great. Narrative themes. What else do they have? Oh, okay, Hybrid. Getting started with Novella. So we came across easy migration, zero file management, blah, performance, our engineers love it, tabs, power to our team, conclusion, okay, Albert, secondary heading, how does Gatsby work? Okay, I don't feel like reading all of that, but I do want my repository, please just show up. Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know why the Americans still use checks, Candy Cane. I'm glad my banking situation got mostly resolved. I wouldn't say it actually got fully resolved because my girlfriend's accounts are still getting closed. But like, why do people still use checks for anything? It's so weird to me. It's also weird for me why this isn't getting, why is this not working? Or is it working and I'm just not seeing any progress? So let's go cd cd document. There we go, it finished, yay. Okay, ls. Now let's get the, what else do we need? We need the let's see, ls minus a. So we need the git ignore file as well. So let's copy git ignore cp dot git ignore to dot ls, and I'm going to remove rmrf node modules because I am a glutton for punishment. I'm removing the node modules and doing a clean install just so I can make sure that I have the correct packages and nothing is weird in that way. And I think that's going to prove to be a mistake because it's going to take forever to actually install everything. Hi Bird, yes, hi, you're cute. Okay, now let's see. Export WordPress blog to Markdown. That's going to be an interesting one because we are gonna have to, I kind of want to move to just using Markdown files directly instead of using WordPress, which means I will have to export WordPress. Should I export WordPress post to Gatsby, or should we use WordPress source for Gatsby? Gatsby WordPress source. So those are the two options. We can either use my existing WordPress as a source, or we can export everything to Gatsby to we'll see. Then I need to rm yarn lock, then I run yarn. So Gatsby source WordPress, pulling data into Gatsby from WordPress sites using the API. All entities are supported. Any new entity should be pulled as long as the IDs are correct. Advanced custom field, custom post types. Search and replace content URLs. WordPress plugins. These plugins were tested. API menus, REST API, Yoast. Ooh, Yoast. I think I do have that. How to use Gatsby with WordPress.com hosting. Okay, that's gonna be something to think about. First, let's get the basics working. And so the basics working and set up, and then we can figure out if we wanna use, if we wanna export Gatsby, if we want to export WordPress, or yeah. So Candy Cane, why do transfers take 3 days in the US? Because at least within the same bank, it's usually pretty fast, like minutes fast. So Gatsby config, I'm going to disable their tracking ID, or just like plug analytics plugin, because I will have a different one. Gatsby plugin manifest. I'm not sure what that does, but for now we're gonna keep all of this configuration the same. Wait for the download to finish. While that's happening, let's look at let's look at how much work it would be to export my WordPress to Markdown. Running my technology blog on top of WordPress for the past 12 years, ability to describe my content through Markdown, Pelican import. Biggest challenge I faced was getting all of my old posts out of my existing WordPress installation. Pelican comes with the Pelican import utility, which can take a WordPress XML export file and convert each post to Markdown. Even though I decided to use Hugo to create my content, I figured I would use the best tool for the job to perform the conversion. Interesting. Okay. How to export WordPress to Markdown. Gatsby source WordPress. One convenient way to add pages is to write content in Markdown and to let Gatsby transform. Running the exporter. We'll start by running the WordPress to Hugo exporter. So everyone is recommending to use the WordPress to Hugo exporter. It can convert your WordPress content to Markdown files that contain the front matter we need to create pages in Gatsby. In the remainder of this article, I'll walk you through using the WordPress to Hugo exporter. Okay, so that looks like something useful to use later. Now let's see. This is still going. Yeah, maybe I should buy an iMac, shouldn't I? That would make live coding a lot easier. Okay, so we've got that stuff. Now let's run Gatsby develop and see if it works. This will again take a little bit of time. Wow, even my water got warm. I wonder what the temperature is like inside here. Also, sorry for all of the background noise. I just that was an ambulance. So I need to have the window open because otherwise I will literally die. Open one of the markdown files under post and you'll see that it has the front matter we need. Woo! No need to manually add front matter to each post. Fixing the slugs. Use the URL field as the slug. Remove dates from file names. Handling draft posts. Wow. Alright. What is going on out there? Source and transform nodes. Okay. That was the core of it. Remove dates from file names. Fixing the slugs. Running Z exporter. Okay. Cool. So what do you guys think? I guess I'm just gonna use the WordPress to Hugo exporter, see what it does. Schumacher FM, WordPress to Hugo exporter. Hugo is static site generator written in Golang. WordPress is a tool for remote access to your server. Huh, that's funny. Okay, this is now querying articles, but will it actually work? We can keep learning about the Hugo exporter. Converts all post pages and settings from WordPress to using Hugo. Okay, so when I just copy over the Novella project, that seems to work, which is great. So let's see, localhost 8000, and I should now have the same thing. Oh, come on. Nope, not yet. You can do it, computer. Connection refused. Okay, I guess that's still... This must actually still be building. All post constant to Markdown extra using Markdownify. Converts all post meta and fields within the WP post table to YAML. Exports optionally comment usage with a self-hosted WordPress installation. Activate plugin, select export to Hugo, usage to at wordpress.com or any other hoster without SSH access. Create an XML export of the whole blog and download the XML file. Set up a local WordPress instance on your machine. Seriously? Install this plugin by downloading a zip file in the WordPress backend. Run the export to Hugo command. Oh my god, why? So it looks like this is going to be an extremely painful process. So I might prefer to use the Gatsby source WordPress. Come on, did this finish loading already? Hi, bird. Okay, so the bird is falling asleep in my shirt right now. Oh, yay, it ran. Wonderful. Will it actually manage to load? Yay, there it is. Okay, so we've got this stuff. Now we gotta do what? We can start. Hey Max Joette, how are you? How's your evening tonight? Or evening today? Oh, bird, stop scratching me. Git status. Did I really not git init this thing? Okay, git init. And then I think we created a repository the other day for Swizzed's blog. Yeah, the Sirens of San Francisco, especially when you live down the block from the fire station. Swizzed's blog. There we go. I knew I created it. Cool. So Swizzets blog, git remote add origin. We're gonna add this thing here. Pop, pop, git commit -a -m. Yeah, git add dot. Francis, what is wrong with my video? Git commit -a -m. Copy stuff from. Yeah, I think what the problem with video is that my computer is just being really slow right now because of how hot it is. Yeah, it is definitely the heat. It's like downclocking my CPU, so I can barely work on this computer right now. Copy stuff from novella Gatsby example. Cool. Git push origin master -u. Let's force this puppy. Force. Come on, you can do it, computer. Cool. Okay, so I got the files here. Now we can start editing stuff. Yes, Gatsby team. We are going to use the readme later. Now the first thing I need to do is change, let's call this, yeah, ZFC. I know it's my computer, it's too slow. Swizzets teller, novella by narratives. I don't know, let's just call it Swizzets teller. Site URL is swizzets.com/blog, and description, this is where I write things. Heading, welcome to novella, the simplest way. I have a top-of-the-line 2017 MacBook Pro. This thing right here. See, it's a really good MacBook. It's just that, yeah, wow. It's just that it's really struggling with CPU stuff when it's hot. Okay, so I'm doing that stuff. Twitter.com Swizzets, GitHub.com Swizzets, Instagram.com Swizzets, LinkedIn. I don't want my LinkedIn. I don't have a Dribble. I do have a YouTube. We can add that later. Narrative Gatsby team novella. Name Swizzets teller. Short name Swizzets. Start URL blog. Background color blah. Standalone stuff. All right. So we've got that. Now let's look into content. Content posts. We're going to keep just one of them so that we can test. We're gonna test with one post and then remove everything else. So rmrf content posts 2017 star, and then 2018 star, and let's do 2019 for 2 star. What else? 3 0. So we deleted all of that, and now when I run Gatsby develop. Oh, interesting. I wonder if now it's suddenly not gonna work anymore. That would be interesting. Okay, I need to put the bird to bed because he is falling asleep on my chest, and it is way too warm to have this in my shirt. Say goodnight, Kiwi. He doesn't want to say goodnight. He's being shy. Goodnight, Kiwi. All right. So I think this managed to load. Where are we? Novella. Okay. Let's see if it actually managed to load. And honestly, I can't tell if my stream is frozen or not. OBS is saying that I'm still moving and that it's streaming and that everything should be fine, but it's very hard for me to tell. So I'm waiting for this to load. Will it actually load? Will it manage to do the thing? Okay, pa-pa-da-pam. Come on, load computer. Alright. So we should now have a blog with a single post. Yes. Cool. And it now says Swizzard Stellar, it still says narrative themes, it has a link here, it has dark mode, it has all of these things. That's wonderful. Welcome to Novella, the simplest way to start publishing with Gatsby. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got that. Now we gotta go into the authors and delete all of the authors that aren't me. ls content authors, and we go, oh, we need to open authors.yaml, and we're going to change this to be Swizzard's Teller. Okay, Francis, if that's true, then that is pretty terrible and I should probably just stop streaming. Because it's just really not very useful, is it? And Adrian, I think I honestly need to buy an iMac. I am going to the Apple store this weekend. Should I just buy an iMac or shouldn't I? That is the question. I will have to think about that. Okay, so I am taking this stuff out. Then we have, let's take my avatar. Let's see, new folder, come on. Folder. Documents. No, it's going to be in Dropbox. Come on, computer, work fucking faster. Dropbox, random coding. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. Well, you probably can't tell if I really have one frame per minute or per 5 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. Wizard's blog. Assets. No, not assets. It's going to be in content, authors, avatars. And then here we go in Dropbox. I have avatars and such. And we take this thing. Where is it? No. There we go. That's me. So I'm gonna copy that over. Wizards-teller.jpg. And we go Wizards-teller. Share your work, your joys, and of course your Twitter handle. Cool, so I should be showing up here now.